Well, there's definitely a hint of pee about it, I have to say.
And on that note, I think I should call time.
All right. Fair dues, then. Listen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have, but I've been drinking, so probably not.
Seriously, though, we've seen some incredible ideas today. But let's be honest, they aren't going to solve the issues we face on their own. For that, we really need the world's leaders gathered here in Glasgow to step up and act, so that in 5 years we're not still saying time is running out.
But, sadly, time has run out for us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week, and cheers.
Good afternoon, and welcome to this virtual meeting of the Scottish Parliament. The first item of business is a statement by Nicola Sturgeon on COVID-19 update. The First Minister will take questions at the end of her statement, and so there should be no interventions or interruptions. And I call on Nicola Sturgeon. First Minister.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. And firstly, I wish you, everyone in Parliament and across the country, a happy new year. Today I will report on the continuing rise in COVID cases. I will outline our approach to managing this phase of the pandemic. Part of that, I'll set out immediate changes to the requirements for self-isolation and testing. And while we are not proposing any additional measures at this stage, I will confirm that existing protections and guidance will remain in place for the coming week, pending further review. And finally, given that Omicron may not be the last new COVID variant that we face, I will also signal some longer-term work to consider the adaptations necessary to enable us to deal more proportionately and sustainably with any future phases of the pandemic. First, though, today's statistics: 16,103 positive cases were reported yesterday, 26.9% of all tests carried out. 1,223 people are in hospital with COVID. That's 71 more than yesterday, but it is 544 more than at this time last week. 42 people are in intensive care, which is the same as yesterday, and sadly a further 5 deaths have been reported, taking the total number of deaths under the daily definition to 9,872. And once again, I send my condolences to everyone who is mourning a loved one. The surge of cases driven by the extremely infectious Omicron variant is continuing here in Scotland, across the UK and indeed in many other countries around the world. Here in Scotland over the past week, the total number of new reported cases has increased by 87%. Tomorrow's figures will almost certainly see us pass 1 million reported cases since the outset of the pandemic. However, the rapid and very widespread transmission of Omicron is such that the daily recorded tally of cases, which has always been an underestimate of the true level of infection, now gives us an even less comprehensive indicator of how prevalent the virus is. The weekly survey published by the Office of National Statistics gives a better indication. In the week to 23rd December, it suggested that 1 in 40 people in Scotland had COVID.